So anyway, thank you for joining me today. We're going to get moving here. So again, finding a nice vertical position, sitting with your sit bones even on the floor. Have your hands at your side. Let's start with some breaths together. So we're going to inhale and reach up. And exhale, coming back down. And let's try that again. Inhale, reaching up. And exhaling, coming back down. And feeling that wingspan from side to side, really reaching through the fingertips. Shoulders gliding down away from the ears. Let's take one arm up and side bending up and over to the side. So feeling that nice long reach. Anchoring down through that opposite sit bone. And then hollow the abdominals and reach on that diagonal. Feeling that lovely stretch across the sides of the low back. And then we'll come back to center and bring it back up, and we'll try the other side. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, up and over. Again, feeling that oppositional stretch with the sit bone heavy. Hollow the belly and curving forward. Good. Coming back to sideways position again. And bring yourself back up. And just taking the shoulders for some squishy shoulder rolls up and back. Inhaling up, exhaling back. Just let it all roll off the shoulders. That's it. And one more time. Good. We're going to do a little bit of upper body arm work today. So link your fingers together, clasp your hands, and we're going to press through the palms of the hands, reaching forward, just stretching out that, and then flipping it inside out, thumbs down, and opening that stretch through the wrist. Good. And then you're going to take your hand facing you and then wrapping around. So you're going to kind of grab the meat of your thumb and the thumb between the pinky and the ring finger and then spiral. So you're feeling some stretch in the wrist. So my pinky finger is coming toward me and my thumb is going away. And one more time, little Aikido martial arts stretch. And then we'll do the other side. So palm facing you, grabbing around the meat of the thumb. Your thumb here is between the pinky and the ring finger, and then spiraling, and then spiraling. Just feeling some stretch through the wrist. There. And then my favorite, again, palm facing you. This time, grab through here, thumb in the middle of the hand, and then diving the fingers forward. So you're opening up through the wrist, through that carpal tunnel. And just do 4 times there. Diving through, stretching the arm, through the wrist, and then other side. Taking here, and then pushing the palm up and opening up through the wrist a few times there, especially if you've been on the computer a whole lot. And 4. Good. And then just make some circles with the wrists a few times each direction. Rolling it out. And then just kind of give it a good shake, shake, shake. Good. All right. So we're going to go into a little upper body work today before we get started. So we're going into our tricep here. I'm sitting on my side, and then I'm going to place my top arm across my body. So my fingers are pointing away from me. And then I'm really going to put weight on that hand. And then my other hand, I'm threading through and just putting my hand where I'm going to be feeling these tricep muscles working. I'm trying to spiral so that my torso is as flat to the front as possible. And we're going to do 8 little bends of this arm. So we're bending this arm and then pushing away. Feeling the triceps engage. Inhale, bend. Exhale, push. And if you have your legs in like this, it might be a little different than if you had your legs out. So maybe pulling in might be a little easier. Inhale, bend, and exhale, push. And again, inhale and exhale. We'll try for 2 more. I hope that's a inhale and exhale. And again, inhale and exhale. And then just bring yourself up, lengthen that arm out, and then you're going to wrap it around like your scarf, and then give it a little stretch. So we're pushing that elbow across the body and feeling that tricep area stretch out. All right, let's do that all on the other side. So sitting on the other hip, and then bringing this top arm across the body here, and then releasing underneath. So you're holding on, feeling those triceps work 8 times. Inhale, bend, and exhale, push. And 2, and press. and 3, exhale, and 4, feeling those muscles in the arm, 5, and 6, 2 more, 7, and 8. Nicely done. Go ahead and sit up, just stretch it out, and then throw on your scarf, and then press that elbow across, and you'll feel that stretch through those muscles there. Good. Great. And then we'll just turn sideways so you can see here. If you can, link your hands behind your back now, and just reaching your knuckles down toward the floor, straightening those elbows as much as you can. See if you can now lift your abdominals and lift your chest. Take a little bit of that stretch, opening up the chest, and then coming back to center and shake it out. Relax that. Good. We'll go ahead and take our little flexion for our spine now, so you can hold on either behind the thighs or on top of the shins here. Inhale. Exhale, hollow out those abdominals and round your spine. Feel that scoop through the belly. And then we're going to dive forward. And just as we did before, slide the shoulders down and open the chest, back of the neck long. And bring it back to center one more time. Hollow and contract. Feel the belly scooping inward. And I always like to take a little shift here. So slide over to the side with the rib cage, and then come back to center, and then slide over the side. You're feeling a little deeper stretch through the shoulder blades, maybe even into the lower back. Come back to the middle, folding forward. And once again, drop those shoulders away from the ears, open the chest. Feel that expanse. Coming back to center, either holding on or letting go here for more challenge. Scooping out the belly, drop those shoulders away. And once again, rolling onto your back. And unwinding all the way down onto the floor. Now then, with your feet pulled in so that you're in your easy resting position with your pelvis parallel with the legs, we're going to take a few bridges. So inhale, prepare. Exhale, hollow out those abdominals and pour weight into the feet. As you peel up, reaching the knees up and over those feet, feel the strength in the backs of the legs, easy through the neck. Inhale here. Exhale, hollowing, softening, feeling that you're painting a dotted line down on your mat, one vertebra at a time. We'll try that again. Inhale and exhale, scooping and rolling up. Lifting the hips, feeling open in the front of the pelvis here, in the front of the hips. Inhale, exhale, slowly hollowing back down, rolling through the spine as you move. Good. Now we're going to try my little roller coaster variation. So my pelvis is going to roll to one side, just tipping the pelvis over. This hip is going to lead as I still scoop and I roll up. Then my pelvis tips up and over the top of the roller coaster, and then I'm rolling down that first side. And then return, let's reverse it. Tip the pelvis, just spill the bowl of the pelvis to the side. Scoop and hollow, so you're still using those abdominals, and this hip bone is leading. Come up and over the top, rotating to the other side, and then rolling down. So with this variation, you're going to feel much more oblique engagement and also different stretch on each individual side of the low back. Try this again. Tip to the side, hollow and scoop, heeling one hip bone higher than the other. Up and over the top, rotating to the other side, hollow, and still try to curve. The hard part is to still find that articulation sequentially as you move. Let's try it one more time. Tip to the other side, and hollow and peel up. Hip bone leads up and over the top, rotating, and roll it back down. And come back to center. Let's do one plain one up the middle. Scoop and roll up. Stay here for a moment, and let's see if we can do 4 marches in place. So feeling your pelvis lift, those hamstrings are active, and we're going to fold, exhale, bring one knee into your chest, and then inhale, replace. Other side, without any movement of the pelvis, see if you can keep it steady. Exhale, inhale, 2 more times. Fold and lift, and return long through both sides of the waistline. Other side, fold, and return. Reestablish your bridge if you've drifted downward. Inhale, exhale, slowly roll back down. Good, and then scoop those legs in, give yourself a nice hug. Stretch through the low back. Feel easy and long through the neck. Maybe just take a little rock side to side today. Easy does it there. And then we'll take our twist stretch. So reaching the arms up to the ceiling, palm to palm, slowly open out into your T shape. I always like to pause right before I get to the floor. So stay there and feel that reach from fingertip to fingertip, that stretch through the nerve gliding across the chest. Inhale, exhale, whew, let it go. Let it relax there. All the way release to the floor. Let's take our knees to the left and head to the right. So taking a spiral twist for the low spine and open expanse across the chest. Easy does it through the neck and shoulders. Take a deep breath into those floating ribs and into the low back. And on your next exhale, zip up those abdominals and gather the pelvis. Bring yourself back to the center. We'll do the same thing for the other side. So knees go right, head goes left. And same thing. As you soften and release into that twist, just try to release, let go of any muscles that are hanging on. And on your next exhale, scooping the arms in, gather the pelvis back to the center, bring your head back to the middle. Good. I'm going to extend my left leg long and keep my right leg hugged in. So again, finding that fold in the crease of the hip. And then again, without shortening this waistline, lengthen that leg for a little bit more of a hamstring stretch. So we're feeling the muscles to the back of the thigh. You can hold on down low or higher up. Just protect, don't hold on behind the knee. Feeling that lengthened stretch through the leg. Let's bend the knee and flex the foot. So we're relaxing that stretch. And then keep the foot flexed. Exhale, reach through the heel. Feeling that deeper calf stretch. And then let's point through the foot, maybe getting a little bit more range. Let's try that again. Bend and fold. Inhale. And exhale, reach through the heel. Waking up the calf. Point. Good. And then let's go ahead and reach that leg long. So a shortened version of our hamstring stretch today. Let's try the other side. Folding the other knee into your chest. Keeping that right leg long through the hip. Just feeling that fold and crease in the front of the hip there. And then we'll go in for the hamstring stretch. Lengthening long. Opening up through the back of the thigh. Using your breath to kind of ease into those muscles, letting the muscle fibers give in and relax. Here we go. Bend and flex. Give yourself a little rest. And then on the exhale, reach the heel, extend through. Good. And then pointing the ankle, getting a little more range perhaps. And we'll try that once again. Bend and fold. And then exhale, lengthen that leg up again. And then point through the ankle. Good. And then lengthen that leg all the way down again. Good. All right. Just take a second here to reach your arms and your legs long into a big star shape and expand, stretch through your fingers and your toes. Reach, reach, reach. Be as big as you can be. And then exhale, fold into a little ball. Bring your head, nose to knees. Be as tight and compact as you can be. And try that again. Open and expand like you're yawning and stretching in bed. Open the fingers and toes. Open the face wide. And then exhale, condense. Everything small, small, small. Good. Just relax your head on the floor and you have your knees into your chest already. We're going to go into our coordination exercise from here. So big inhale. Find that chest fold underneath the sternum. Let's exhale. Curl yourself up, reaching through the arms. Legs are long. They can be slightly bent if your hamstrings are a little tight today. We're going to inhale, open the legs, peekaboo, looking on the other side of the room. Exhale, close the legs together. And now one leg at a time. So the challenge here is to keep one leg absolutely steady, no hands on the floor, and then gather and close that leg. Other side. Open one leg without your pelvis tipping over. Exhale, feeling your abdominal seatbelt of strength. And then bend the knees, relax your head back down. Let's do this 4 more sets. Big inhale. Exhale, fold and reach. Inhale, open. Exhale, zip up those pants, and then one leg at a time. Inhale, open. You don't have to go very far. Exhale, close. Other side. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Bend the knees. Relax the head back down. Here we go again. Exhale, curl up and reach. Inhale. Exhale. One at a time. Inhale. Keep reaching the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, close. Other side. Inhale. And exhale. Bend the knees. Relax the head back down. A couple more times. Exhale, lengthen. You can challenge yourself by taking your legs a little farther, a little lower. Inhale and exhale. One leg at a time. Really feeling that seatbelt of strength. Those transversus muscles are working overtime. Good. Bend the knees. Relax the head back down. One more time. Exhale, scoop, reach. Inhale and exhale and small movement. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. How steady can you keep your pelvis? Inhale and exhale. Bend the knees. Relax the head back down. Very good. Let's extend those legs long again. And we're going to go into our roll up. So you can either do it again like this or knees bent if you need a little extra support. Take your arms up to the ceiling and then test your support with your abdominal rib cage as you reach your arms overhead. Here we go. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, spine like a wheel. Nod your chin. Feel that water wheel in your belly. Scoop yourself up. And let's take that hover and reach. So you're lengthening up and over the waistline, reaching wide. Relax the shoulders. Take a breath in, and then as you exhale, lowest abdominal, scoop and roll you back down, painting that dotted line one more time, rolling down, smooth and articulate. Let's try this again. Reach the arms overhead, inhale the arms up, exhale, nod and scoop. That's right, trying not to use a big jolt of momentum. Feel that reach, abs pulling away from your fingertips. Exhale, slowly rolling back down, melting the shoulders. Relax the thighs as much as you can. And unwind. Let's go two more times. Inhale the arms. And exhale, scoop and peel. And take that reach and hover. And exhale, scooping down. Drippy, heavy shoulder blades. Deep scoop in the belly. That's it. And unwind one more time. Inhale the arms up and exhale, scoop and peel. Good. And stretch this time. Open those sit bones apart a little bit more and just take a forward fold over those legs. Stretch out those hamstrings a little deeper. Breathe into your lower back. Very nice. Good. And then let's roll ourselves back up and do a little bit of our rolling like a ball from here. So we're coming into our little balance position, tucking into a little ball, holding on to those ankles, shoulders again, heavy and away from the ears. Scoop the belly deeply so you're looking toward the pit of your belly. That same scoop is what tips you off balance. Rock back, inhale, exhale, come back up and find your balance. Remembering the mantra, round things roll, round things roll. So you want to keep your spine in that round shape. Try not to flatten out as you roll back. Inhale, exhale, and try a couple more times. Inhale, massaging that spine. Good. And one more time. Inhale, rock, and exhale, roll. And just for fun today, we're going to try a little open leg rocker. So you can try this with your legs a little bit more extended here. If you can, go all the way along. And then you're going to hold on to those ankles or whatever you can grab a hold of at this point. Open your legs shoulder distance apart. Very important here, keep feeling that round spine. We're not going to roll onto the head or neck. So keeping the shoulders dropped, keeping the scoop in the belly, and inhale, rolling back to the shoulders. Exhale, rolling up and find your balance. That's the trick. Finding your balance. Abs are your brakes. Two more times. Inhale, rock. And exhale, roll. Abs strong. That's it, everybody. Good. Two more times. Inhale, rock. Look towards your belly button. Exhale, find that balance. And last time, inhale, rock. And exhale, roll. Excellent. Bring those legs together. Good. You can bend your knees a little bit if you need to. See if you can take your hands away. Find a little teaser moment there. Good. And then bend your knees back in. Open your legs apart. Let's go in for a little butterfly stretch. So just curving forward, stretching out those hip flexors after all of that. Take a few deep breaths into that low back. Good. And then roll yourself back up again. Let's bring the legs together. One more time, see if you can contract and roll yourself back down onto your back. Good. Bring those knees closer into your chest, and we're going to practice our rollover again today. So we've been practicing just that little scoop and peeling the hips up. That's a nice little precursor to the real exercise. If you can, extend the legs. Hands are down on the floor. We're going to press down into the hands a little bit so you may feel those triceps again working for you. Using that scoop in your low belly. Exhale, hoist your hips up. So you're again easy to the neck and shoulders, just feeling that weight across the upper back. Inhale, open the legs apart. Let's flex our feet and scoop your abdominals. See if you can slowly roll back down. That's the task. See if you can just engage your core to control the descent of your spine. And then as your pelvis comes back to center, reach the legs a little bit farther from center, point the feet, circle those legs again together so you're feeling that core work. Here we go again. Exhale, scoop and lift. Inhale, open the legs apart, flex the feet. Exhale, take your time as you melt back down. Try to keep your forehead easy, your shoulders and chest easy. Good. Let's do this with the legs apart to start. So point the feet. Here we go. Exhale, scoop upside down. Inhale, legs come together. Flex the feet. Exhaling, rolling down again, maybe feeling more of that hamstring stretch. As you try to engage the core, lengthen the back of the body, and melt back down. We'll try it one more time. Point the feet, circling low and apart. And again, scoop upside down. Inhale, coming together. Flex the feet. And exhale, slowly rolling down through the spine, keeping the collarbones wide and easy. Coming all the way back down. Give yourself another little hug there, stretching long through the low spine. Good. We're just going to do a few of our core exercises today. So big inhale. Exhale, find your chest fold, curl yourself up, and we're going into single bent leg stretch. We hug one leg in, extend the other, elbows nice and wide, belly hollowing. We go inhale, switch, exhale, exhale. Again, inhale, inhale, abs deepen. Again, inhale. Legs just passing along your midline. Exhale, blow it away. One more set. Inhale, and exhale, and exhale. Give yourself a little break there. Good job. We're going to go into double bent leg stretch. So number 2 of the Fab 5. Find that chest fold. Curl yourself back up again. For this one, we reach like we're taking off our top hat, and we extend the legs out. Circle through the lats, pulling and gathering the arms back, gathering the legs back in. Inhale, reach, tight waistline. Try not to arch your back. Exhale, circle, gather. Inhale, try to maintain that chest fold. Exhale, curl. Couple more times. Inhale, reach. The lower you go, the harder it is. And again, inhale, reach. And exhale, good. Relax your head for a moment. Just let that go. You might turn your head side to side. We're going to do one more of the Fab 5, my favorite, the crisscross. Hands go behind the head. Again, shoulders away from the ears. Big inhale. Find that chest fold again, curling up. And we alternate. Same thing as before. One leg bent, one leg extended, but we're rotating around that pivot point of the sternum. And twist. Our breathing goes like this. Inhale, switch. Inhale, switch. Exhale, exhale. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Again, rotate in. Look with your eyes. And exhale and exhale. One more time. In and in. Zip up those pants. And release, relax, back down. Very nice. Take that breath in. Exhale, notch into chest and roll yourself back up to sitting position. And we're going to slide back and go into our spine stretch forward. So vertical with that pelvis. Legs are a little wider than shoulder distance. Pull those toes back so you're flexed and then fingers reaching forward. Shoulders drippy, drippy away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale, scoop like somebody's got you by the belt, pulling you backward as you reach forward. Feeling that upper back stretch. Inhale from the base of the spine. Zip it up, roll yourself back up to vertical, shoulders heavy as they were before. Inhale. Exhale, fold and reach. Nice stretch. The hamstrings, the low back, the upper back. Inhale, roll back up. And one more time. Exhale, folding like you're curving over a ball on your lap. And inhale, rolling back up. Let's bring the feet together today for a variation of our spine stretch forward, spine twist. So you're here, fingertips on your shoulders, still flexing the feet if you can. We're going to take a big inhale, lengthening tall, and then 3 progressive exhales. Twisting, exhale 1, twisting, exhale 2, twisting, exhale 3, without moving my feet, just my rib cage twist. Inhale, center, other side. Exhale 1, exhale 2, exhale 3, inhale, center. Again. Exhale 1, exhale 2, exhale 3, inhale, center, and exhale 1, exhale 2, exhale 3, inhale, center. Good. Once again, just spill over those legs, point the feet, stretch and release. Good. And then we're going to roll over onto our bellies here. So flipping over. And I'm going to make that little pillow for my forehead. So one hand stacked on top of the other, feeling long through the front of the hips here. And just letting the head rest on the hands. Alternating leg lifts to start with. So we're going to just lengthen through the leg and then reach and float it up, keeping the knee straight. So keeping the leg long, feeling the hamstrings, the glutes, and then the opposite side of your back muscles working. And then lowering back down, other side. Reach laser beam light and float and lift, and then lowering it back down. Keep the shoulders easy and relaxed as you're moving. Again, opposite, alternating, one, and then down, and then other side. Lengthen out and reach, and then lowering down. Now we're going to add alternating arms and legs. So reach out, the arms out in front of you. Still keep energy out through the top of the head, neck long. Opposite arm and leg, float and lift. Keep your abs zipped up and in to support that low spine. And then lowering it back down. Other side, reaching from fingertip to toe tip. Through that diagonal in the body. Keep length through the knee. And then lowering back down. One more time each side. Abs secure, reach, lengthen, floating up, anchored through your center, and then lower down, and other side, lengthen and reach, and exhale, lower it back down. Good. Wag your tail, relax that out a little bit. Bring your hands near your shoulders, and we're going to go into our swan extension. So starting at the bottom, we push a marble with our nose, watch it roll on the floor. Eyes active, shoulders sliding down the back, abs lift, then press into your hands, opening the chest, long neckline. You should see it all around your neck like a lighthouse. Inhale here, exhale, slowly lowering back down, lengthen long, and return. Let's try that again. Reaching out, sliding the shoulders down away from the ears, opening the chest. Feel that length, that openness across the collarbones. Inhale there, and exhale, slowly lowering back down. Good. And one more time, reaching out. Strong through those lats. Abs lift. Stay here for a moment. Bring your chin gently down to your chest just to feel the stretch in the back of the neck. And then ear to shoulder, feeling the sides waist stretch. Abs still lift to support. Chin to chest again, other side, ear to shoulder. Enjoying that scalene stretch for the neck. Down to the middle, inhale, looking forward. Exhale, rolling back down. Very nice. Coming on to hands and knees now. Bringing your knees underneath your hips and your shoulders right over your hands. And taking that lovely cat back stretch, so rounding through the spine. And then back to your long spine. Slide the shoulders away from the ears and shine your heart forward, opening your chest. And then back to center one more time like this. Hollow and lift. Nice stretch for that upper spine. And lengthen out. And again, slide the shoulders away. Open your heart. Open your focus forward. Coming back to center, we'll thread the needle today. So taking your front arm, reaching up to the ceiling, spiraling the torso. Thread the needle, dive through between hand and knee, and spiral twist. If you can, bringing the side of your head toward the floor. Perhaps putting a little weight into that shoulder to stretch out the shoulder blades. And then when you're ready, lift your abdominals, press into your standing hand, bring yourself back to all fours. Other side. Inhale, open, expand, lovely twist. Exhale, thread the needle, spiral, and lower down. Peekaboo underneath, feeling some stretch. You can gently put a little pressure into that bottom shoulder, opening the scapula apart. And then again, zip up your abdominals, bring yourself back to all fours here. Let's do my favorite little calf stretch while we're here. Reaching one foot back, placing the ball of the foot on the floor, and then press your weight back toward that heel. So we're lengthening the knee, but reaching the heel down to the floor to stretch out through the Achilles and through the calf muscles there. Breathing there. And then bring it back to center, other side. Reaching the other leg long, ball of the foot on the floor, and then reach like you're going to stand on that heel. Reach through the bottom of the foot and lengthen through the knee, long leg. Good. And then bring yourself back to center again. Sit back toward your feet, reach your fingers forward, and breathe into that child's pose position. You can either be here or open your knees wider apart if that feels better to you. And for a nice side body stretch, I'm going to walk my fingertips over to the right and then slide my hips ever so gently over toward the left. So I'm opening that side body stretch. And breathing there. And then bring it back to center. Walk your hands back to the middle. Other side, hands reach over to the left, hips reach over to the right. Breathing into the rib cage, into the side of the waistline, up into the armpit. Good. And bring yourself back to center. Round through your spine, zip up your abdominals, and roll yourself back up to sitting. We're going to move into our side leg series here. So lengthen long. Today we're going to be in one straight line. So you're going to lengthen out so that your hips and shoulders are stacked. Your abdominals are still with you, and we're going to try not to teeter-totter side to side. This top arm can act as your little kickstand friend here, but make sure your shoulder isn't clutching your ear, so slide that away. Abs secure. We're going to reach both legs as if you have one leg, pulling them up, squeezing together, and then lowering back down, feeling that support of the core as well. Again, lifting both legs up, and then lowering back down. See if you can keep tension out of the neck and shoulders. A couple more sets. Lifting up and lowering back down. And again, active through the obliques, lifting up and then lowering back down. So now we're going to lift up and stay up, and small little scissor, reaching one leg forward, one leg back, and then bring it back to center, and then other way. Bottom leg reaching back, which I think is harder. Top leg forward, and then coming back to center. Let's try that a few more times. Nice and smooth, finding that balance. You can test yourself here with this top hand, and then bringing it back, and again, switch. Keep the knees straight, keep the legs reaching, and back one more time. Doesn't take much to feel these muscles working. Lengthen, scissor, come back to center, abs still strong, and exhale, reach. and back to center. Then float those legs back, down, and relax. Good. You can prop yourself up and now go into your banana position, so angling the legs a little bit more toward the front here. We're going to go for a bicycle ride today. So we're going to lift that top leg so your foot, knee, and hip are on the same plane. And we're going to flex the foot because I feel like you get more stretch this way. Folding at the hip, going forward, bend the knee, press the thigh back, so you're going to thigh stretch, and then push through the heel and stretch the leg straight, activating hamstrings. Here we go. Forward and bend, thigh presses back, keep the shoulders easy, extend, and again, reach forward and bend. Thigh hinges back, reach back. A couple more times now, see if you can smooth it out, making it a cyclical experience. There you go, and again, forward and bend, waistline long. Good, let's reverse. Bend the knee, heel to your tush, fold in the crease of the hip, extend the legs straight, and then press with the hamstrings, sweep it back, stretching the front of the hip. Again, bend the knee, fold the thigh forward, stretch the legs straight, press it back. Try to keep that leg along that horizontal plane. And again, bend and hinge and reach, press it back, smoothing it out. Keep breathing and reach. And again, bend and hinge and reach and sweep. Good. Now from here, you're going to point the foot and we're going to now allow yourself to spiral. So you can come over onto your elbows here on the floor. My leg is rotated and reaching behind myself. My abs are still lifting up. Shoulders down. We're going to do little lifts here. Reach. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8, and stay there. Keep reaching, keep lengthening, and lower back down. Good. Let's go ahead and take our little twist stretch. Bring that knee across the body and stack your hands one on top of the other. And sliding the top arm forward. Open that book, spiral, and breathe. Again, nice little release for the low back and chest and shoulders. And then again, gather and return. And we'll roll over to the other side. So swing yourself around, finding your long line. So you're nice and extended, hips and shoulders stacked, abs secure. And we're going to take our double leg lift. Both legs float and lift. Feel that support even underneath your bottom waistline. And then lowering back down. And again, float and lift, legs squeezing together as one leg. And down. And float and lift. And lowering. And float and lift. Feeling how much your obliques are active here. And down. Here we go. Float and lift and stay. And we scissor top leg back, bottom leg forward. And then bringing it back to center. And then reaching your bottom leg back, top leg forward. Keep the legs long and reaching. And together. And again, nice and slow and smooth. Reach. And together. And reach, scissor. Woo, and together one more time. And scissor, lengthen. And together. Last time, scissoring back. Good. Come back together. And float those legs back down. Excellent. Bring your legs into that banana position, angled forward, still keeping stacked through the waistline here. Let's take the top leg on the same plane, foot, knee, and hip. Flex the foot and bicycle forward, fold, hinge, bend the knee, thigh presses back. Keep those abs zipped up as you push through the heel. And again, forward and bend. Thigh opens the front of the hip and then extend. Push that heel again and again. And fold and reach. And we'll try to smooth it out for a couple more times. Reaching forward and bend. Still feeling those 4 parts of the movement, but keeping it more continuous and flowing through. Great. Now let's reverse it. Bend the knee, heel to your tush. Scoop and fold. Extend through the heel, hamstrings, press and sweep back. Long sweep of the leg. Bend and fold, extend, reach, and lengthen. As you're moving, see if you can keep that top hip from wanting to curl in. And reach. So keep that length. A couple more times, smoothing it out. Reach, keep breathing. Top shoulder easy. One more time. And bend, and reach, and sweep. Good, then point the foot, rotate it, spiral over onto your elbows. Keep the chest open here. So again, try not to be all scrunched up. Abs lift, 8 slow lifts. We go 1, keep the knee straight, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 2 more, 7, 8, and stay. Laser beams to the leg. Reach, 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 and relax. Good job. Fold that leg over. Bring your hands stacked. Let your head rest on the floor. Top arm slides forward and spiral, rolling on your noggin. Open the chest. Release to the low back. Good, and then again, gather and pull yourself back in. Good job. So from here, let's come up to another little seated position again. And we're going to practice that same balance and control, okay? So you can either do this holding onto the legs, which is a good place to start, or you can challenge yourself and see if you can take your hands off. So rather than being right up on top of my sit bones, I'm contracted and rolling off of my sit bones, so more toward the sacrum a little bit, and coming to my little tippy toe balance here. So again, you can hold on if you need. See if you can just exchange one leg extending and then bending back down. And again, scooping the abs, reaching one leg, testing that stretch of the hamstrings again, and your control, your ability to not roll backward on your head. And again. That's it. Now again, if you need to hold on, do that. See if you can extend both legs. Find that teaser position again. Good. And then slowly coming back down. We're going to try it again. Reach and find that balance. And see if you can bring your arms parallel to your legs. Chest open, shoulders down. Bend your knees if you need to. Good. And then bend into that little ball position again. And see if you can slowly roll back. So I'm kind of pressing my shins into my hands a little bit, pulling my abdominals deeply, and seeing if I can roll back down with control all the way back down to the back. Let's take a moment here. And we're going to do a little hip stretch while we're here. Extend the legs up, and you're going to scissor and cross one leg over the other as high as you can up toward the top of the hips, and then bend your knees, and then you're going to grab a hold of your ankles or calves or pant legs, whatever you can grab a hold of. Take a hold of those legs. You're going to open the ankles outward and pull the legs inward. As you do that, reach your tailbone down toward the floor. So we're lengthening through the low back and feeling very different hip stretches here, maybe in the inner hip, perhaps a little bit on the outer hip. And again, you can kind of shift side to side, finding other angles of stretch. Not putting too much torque on the knees, just opening up through the hips. And then we'll release, unwind, and do the other side. So crisscross, other leg on top, bend the knees, and then grab a hold of your ankles, calves, or what have you. And then bringing the ankles out and in as the tailbone reaches downward. And breathe, breathe, breathe. Again, a little rock side to side, investigating, finding other areas of stretch there. And then as you're ready, carefully unwind and just relax. We're going to take a little happy baby stretch here. So you're going to open the knees apart, and then you can grab the heels here and pull the knees down toward the floor. Again, try to reach your tailbone down like you're a little baby playing with your feet here. So we're opening up through the hips. If this doesn't do it for you, you can go into more of a butterfly stretch, opening the knees wider apart. Okay, so again, just whatever feels appropriate for you. And then again, help yourself come back together, bring your knees closing back up, and let's roll back up to sit. We're going to go into our favorite mermaid position here. So sitting on one hip, and then either knees and feet stacked or more of an open position if that's better for your body. We're going to sit nice and tall, grab a hold of that outer ankle, and taking this arm long by the ear. Really make sure that you're not projecting the ribs forward here. Feel that support in that back space as well. Inhale, reaching upward. Exhale, lateral curve up and over toward that mermaid tail. Feeling that stretch all the way down to the hip. And then inhale, hand behind the head. Exhale, scoop the belly inward and diagonal twist, elbow toward the knee. Breathe and stretch. And then we'll return to that sideways position. Reach farther to move forward, lengthen, 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 and bring yourself back up. And we'll place this hand on the floor. Inhale the other arm up, lift the rib cage, making that little tunnel. And feel that rainbow stretch over. Inhale, reaching up to the ceiling, look with your eyes. Exhale, thread the needle, dive under, spiral that rib cage under. And back to center. We'll push the ceiling away, open through the chest, spiraling the other direction, and coming back. Good. Inhale the arm up. Exhale, use your obliques. See if you can rely less on that bottom hand to bring yourself up. Fancy transition. Hands behind your back. Reach those legs around through that teaser position to the other side. And again, same as before, either sitting on your hip, legs stacked, or an open fourth position. Hold on to that ankle. Inhale, feeling that lengthen, that reach upward, and sideways bend up and over. Long side stretch. Good. And then inhale, hand behind the head. Exhale, scoop and twist. Curve and stretch across the shoulder, across the lower back. Coming back to sideways position. And reach, reach, reach. Lengthen it out. And bring yourself back up. Other way. Inhale, lengthen up. Lift the rib cage, sideways bend, reaching over to that curve. Inhale, taking the eyes and the fingers up. Exhale, thread the needle, spiral rotate. Wringing it out. Nice internal organ massage. Hugging those lungs. Coming back to sideways position, continue to lift the rib cage. Spread the fingers wide, open the chest, and look back. Open the chest. Coming back to our sideways position. Good. And then inhale the arm. Exhale through the waistline. Bring yourself back up. Good. We're going to go into a pigeon pose stretch here now to open our hip flexors and stretch the hips. So we're going to take one leg in front. If you can, bringing that lower leg perpendicular. If not, you can have it more angled. And then you're going to support yourself with your hands and slide yourself back. So my back leg is long and I'm lowering my pelvis as low as I can go to where I feel stretch in the front of the hip here and then the rotators of the bent leg. Lengthening long, open your chest, drop the shoulders away from the ears. And then if you can, lower yourself forward over that hip, over that front leg. And again, just reach and breathe. And then again, support yourself with your hands, bring yourself up, open your chest. And then carefully sit toward that bent leg side, toward that hip, and sweep that pigeon tail around. And we'll go into a little twist stretch here. So again, both sit bones as even as you can on the floor, and then taking opposite knee toward opposite shoulder, and then spiraling the torso. Abs lifting, eyes looking. Breathe here. And then we'll come back to center. Then same arm as leg, press against the inside of that knee and twist the other direction. Good, and then unwind that. We're gonna go to the other side now. So I'm gonna go over here. And then again, we're gonna take that one leg bent, and then slide yourself back, support yourself with your hands, lengthening, feeling that open stretch in the front of the hip flexors. And you might be a little higher up, that's okay. Just do the best you can with what you've got. Let those shoulders release. And then again, if you can, carefully fold forward. And then again, support yourself with your hands. Lift, open up that pigeon chest of yours. And then carefully sit toward the bent leg side, sweep your pigeon tail around. And again, we're sitting tall, stacked on both sit bones and pulling the knee in toward the opposite shoulder. Lengthen your spine as you rotate and spiral. And then coming back to center, and then same arm as leg, press against that knee and twist the other direction. Good, and come back to center. Place your hands behind you and just bring the feet out in front. Keeping your sit bones on the floor. Just investigate windshield wipering your knees one way, maybe feeling different inner leg stretch there, and then coming back up and over and then other way. Good. And then try it again, this time allowing your hips to move. And then back to center and other way. Just to play with inner and external rotation there. And then extend the legs. Shake them out a little bit. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, release. And one more time. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale. And I thank you very much for joining me again today. Hope that felt good today. Thank you.